My name is Xzavier Verdusco, and this is my project 1460. Freshman year started off just like the rest of ours, social distancing on the Chromebooks, which was very hard for me. I never liked the aspect of not being in school and everything being online and on the Chromebooks. It made it real complicated for me because I've never liked not working with others. I've always loved the aspect of school and being in the classroom with people and teachers, and everything being online over the internet just didn't make sense to me when I noticed how bad my grades were dropping and the effort I lacked while trying in school. I just couldn't get used to the classes being over the Chromebooks, over Zoom. Sophomore year for me started off the same as freshman. The only difference being is I would have to face a challenge in my life I was not ready to face. The hardest thing about sophomore year for me would have to be losing my grandpa, and that would happen in the beginning of sophomore year, and it really affected my whole year. Spoken to my grandma about it, and I decided I would stay in independent studies instead of returning to campus. And it might have been the biggest mistake I made. I lacked the connection with my classmates and my teachers again, and it was another hard year for me. That first half of sophomore year, it was a lot of being by myself, and the return for me was weird. I hadn't been in a classroom in over a year, and me going back to high school, I thought it would make my grades go up like they were before, but when I got back to the high school campus, I was ditching a lot and not doing my work and messing around in class. So at the end of sophomore year, I would get sent to Desert Valley. So my junior year started off at Desert Valley, and this is where I would realize that I actually have to start trying and stop messing around if I want to graduate high school with my class on time. DV was a place that provided a lot of easier classes with a different structure of school, and it really gave me a chance to make up the credits that I had not gained from freshman and sophomore year. But it was also a spot where I met some of my friends and the teachers over there, and everything going on. I had learned a lot, and my chance of graduating on time had improved. I was able to make up the 120 credits that I had not gained from freshman and sophomore year in 1 year in junior year, thanks to DV, and it really gave me a chance to experience high school and graduate on time. If I had to say one thing about DV that I learned, it would have to be that I learned how to get back on task. Even though the classes may have been easier and different at DV, it had taught me that I can't mess around anymore, and I had to learn some responsibility while being at DV. Senior year for me would start off at DVHS, and I would realize all the credits I had made up junior year and the credits I would continue to make up the first half of sophomore year would give me a chance to go back to the Brawley High School campus. The only downside being is I would lose the connection I had with the only teachers I've had in high school so far. One thing I can say for sure is I am happy I came back to Brawley in high school, and I had the chance to experience both DVHS and VUHS. For I learned a lot while being at both high schools. One thing I can say about my 4 years in high school is for sure not to take time for granted and enjoy every moment that you can. My name is Xzavier Verdusco, and this is my project 1460.